Oh, that's not good. I pressed continue and it's very slow. All right. We're going to be holding shift. Anytime I'm going into an unknown situation, I am holding shift. I'm ready to run. I'm ready to move. I'm ready to dodge and weave. I'm not dead. All right, and it sounds like no audio. Yes. Yes, somehow I have no game audio. Okay. All right. Let me see if I can fix game audio now. Golly. Oh, it is still on. It is still on. And my car door's open. All right, let's get in here. Hey, zombies. Step away from the car. Did you get copyrighted, Claire? No, I think NVIDIA was being a little baby. NVIDIA had a little hiccup. I mean, it could be OBS. I could blame OBS, but it was an NVIDIA OBS mashup. Their powers combine. We get a crash. Uh-oh. I didn't even see the message, Bob. First time botter. Alright, I am out of my knives. Honestly, I wonder if it was an audio glitch. I'm not above always blaming PZ. PZ's audio has been so weird recently in Build 42 with like overlapping audios disappearing. I wouldn't be surprised if the rain picking up caused some weird issue. And apparently my car door's open. Bob sniping bots! You foraged a Spiffle mug? That is a super rare find. Just screaming over the rain now. There we go. That's what I was looking for. All right. Adeline Keeler. Keeling is my business, and business is good. Alright, shut up, car. After this zombie. After this one, you gotta shut up. I don't know. I like the power of a siren car. But I don't know if I can actually endure siren fighting. Kirk Provost. Right, over here, over here. I don't want to wait for you to cross the street, zombie. I'll come to you. Don't need to leave it on. Short bursts of a few seconds. That's kind of what I was thinking. But then everyone was yelling at me to leave my siren on. Then everyone was like, bro, what, you have a siren. Why aren't you using your siren? I'm like, but I did. I did use it. I swear. Hello, Slowpoke. Oh, look at you get all stinky. Okay. Let's get respirator mask. Just do some siren masking. Maxing. Oh, there's a reason I don't normally do siren fighting, and it's not because I'm afraid of the sirens. They're just too damn loud. What up, Sierra? I'm back, and I didn't die. I was so worried I'd be dead. Whenever, like, because it was frozen for me. I don't, like, it was frozen a really long time, and I can't Alt F4. I bring up, like, Control Alt Delete, and it feels like, you know, nothing's happening, nothing's popping up. Can't end task. I'm sitting there, like, thinking, like, do I hard shut off my computer real quick and just assume the stream crashed and it's not coming back, or I don't want to die off screen. Learned the back driving. I do have speed demon, so I can do some back driving. Look at them gather on the other side. It's the fact that the whole computer was frozen. Not Control Shift Escape, anything like that. It's just the whole computer was frozen. Having a little stutter fest. Like OBS froze, the game froze and crashed. I couldn't, my mouse wasn't responding. Nothing. Nothing was working. But it's all fine now, so no worries. Ooh, I do not like that you can sit there hiding behind a bush. That is awful. New fear. There's one of the other paramilitary zombies. A camo enthusiast. Saving all the bulletproof vests because you can make that aramid thread from them. They're in the bush. Quit updating drivers immediately years ago. Yes. I never like to update right away. Like, someone else is going to be the guinea pig for this update. Unless what I currently have isn't working, and then I'll look for an update. But if what I currently have is currently working, I'm like, all right, we'll wait a minute. Make sure this update goes through. No, I'm not running Fear of Blood. We have Smoker. That's why she's agitated. She wants to smoke. Yeah, one of these, maybe Nourish. Or maybe this is like a grocery store, so it could have been that one. But depending on what the weather is, it might be time to loot. Oh no, look there. There's some. Look at all of you. Just chilling over here. Did you not hear the siren? Could you not path find around this building? Keith Drury. I don't think we can smelt screwdrivers. Deep, long, contemplative sigh, trying to remember, can I smelt a screwdriver or no? What's this place? It has a king. It has a crown symbol on it. Joe's Grill. Hey! That guy was just like, I'm not getting up ever again. Okay, Herman Easton. Suture needle, hair gel. Speaking of NVIDIA, updated your driver today and you forgot, you might as well do a fresh install because it resets program settings randomly anyway. That PZ is setting always throws you off. Borderless full screen won't work unless you find this random ass setting at the bottom of the NVIDIA control panel. I have a... I think I'm doing windowed borderless. Ooh, got a basement here. What a terrible place to fight in. A too wide alley. Oh my gosh, look at all the zombies down here. Slim tax accounting. Spitfire fashion. High street heels. Alright. Here you go. Hunting knife time. You earned it. You broke all your other short blades. So nice. So nice. Eventually you'll only be using the best of the best. Okay. Dramatic? Alright, let's go home. It's getting dark and the rain is picking up. What do I think about keys having weight? I don't know. It's for personally, it was annoying at first, but that's because I liked the old key method. I really liked the key spawning method in build 41, where if you kill a zombie inside of a building, that zombie could randomly have a key for that building. And that way you could get keys to building. It wasn't chance. Like you could get lucky and get a key by chance, but say there was a building you really, really wanted a key for, you could do that. You could force that. You could just keep luring zombies into that building and killing them over and over until you got a key. Is being able to lock your I don't know, lock things super important? No. So, I mean, I don't really mind it. And I guess because we can have things other than keys on our key ring, that makes key rings cool. Like, if it was a choice between having old keys back and... I think I still might pick old keys. It is nice to have, like, a handy knife on, like, here. It's annoying that the handy knife, even when set to do not use, still gets used for things. How did I not hit that? That was wild. I thought for sure it was going to hit. Started doing bottle opener and can opener. I like never open cans of food. So just having them on the key ring is just to have them there to build out a complete key ring. Went straight to organic farming right away. Resident Evil style, find 3 medallions, solve a puzzle to start a car. Yes, and your 3 medallions are level 1 electrical, level 1 mechanics, and level 2 mechanics. With these 3 medallions combined, you can do anything. You can put a can opener on a key ring? Yes. Yeah, I don't have it. The P38. Like collecting the different key rings. Do you keep all the key rings on you, or do you get rid of some? Like, or do you just display them somewhere? I like collecting the key rings too, but I don't keep them on me. I'm supposed to put those in there. You're asking because you like taking all the keys from zombies and one full key ring, having one weight is a bit crazy. Like half the weight of an axe. My key ring, if you take organized, your key rings can go up to 2 weight. "20 keys are heavy." They're not that heavy. I don't know. I feel like keys having weight is not necessarily where Indie Stone needed to be spending their time in this update. Like it's so funny that we have like all this keyring stuff and whole like new key mechanics and new items for our key rings. And generally I would say I enjoy stuff like that. But then it's like glass making is still not done and apparently a buggy mess. Pottery still isn't done. Like we have all this time, energy, effort, art put into key rings and like a whole new system, it feels like. It's like, what about the actual crafting and the crafting update? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening to our crafting update? Is it just done? Are we not going to get more crafting? Are we not going to get a sewer system in LV? Are we waiting until build 43 for these things, these enhancements? And then I would say another annoying part of the new key system is key duplication is kind of in the game, but functionally it's not in the game. Like, you have to find blank keys, which are difficult. There's a special, like, machine, which I don't even know if it still works anymore, that you could use to duplicate keys. But like, in most of my playthroughs, I've maybe found, like, 3 blank keys, so it's not like that's a super common item. So if you were trying to get everyone a key to your base or something like that, not something you can easily do. Never touched glass making, pottery, or tracking. I mean, you gotta touch pottery a little bit if you want to do blacksmithing. You can't really get around doing a little bit of pottery if you're gonna do any kind of blacksmithing. Never seen a blank key. They're out there. They are just rare. All right. Well, you might. I think. I mean, we have. I should probably make some shivs. But you are. I don't want to run out. I don't want to run out of weapons. So I think I'm going to make some extra shivs tomorrow morning. Oh, I didn't fill up these 2 gas cans. I really should do that before I forget again. So I wish they wouldn't remove systems until they had fully fleshed out the new systems that are supposed to take its place. Bring this over here. Tracking level 10 is so useful. Has anyone here ever, without cheating, without debug, have you ever gotten tracking level 10? Anyone? Has anyone achieved such a glorious thing? Can't get tracking 1. Never even gotten tracking 1 in 800 hours of playing. That's good. Don't waste your time on tracking. Never gotten 1. I do like to think about ways they could try to make tracking useful. That's like a fun thought exercise to do. It's like, what could they change so tracking wouldn't be awful? Is that a new type of furnace in your blacksmithing shop? No. You can, I mean, it's new to build 42. Oh, what do they call it? It's not called a stove. It's not called a stove. It's called a metal barrel oven. And you can make it at welding level 5. What's the weight? What's the weight? 81. Right, you gotta eat this. Drop some weight. Okay, I am going to have you do squats, though. It's that time of night. $60. Tracking is basically pointless. So if I started walking around in tracking mode, there's no guarantee that I would ever stumble across tracks. The best way to locate tracks is to see, like in game, see wild animals, and then immediately switch to tracking. And then you should be able to find some generated tracks for your character to investigate and look at, and that'll give you your tracking XP. Doesn't work with domesticated animals, so like any of the farm animals. Only works with deer, rabbits, raccoons, rats, and apparently if you see a wild turkey, it should work with wild turkeys. All right, you gotta keep your duct tape holster off because that's gonna get annoying. Okay, and then a little smoke before bed. How do you feel, sacks of dirt now? You got sacks and a trowel and it won't let you? I mean, that's like a fork trowel? Like a hand fork or an actual trowel? Oh, you have a wooden trowel? Okay, that's not a real trowel. That's like a pottery trowel. Yeah, rock and podunk. That's your problem. A carved trowel is a mason's trowel. You need a specific gardening trowel. A shovel or a carved spade. Yes. The names are very confusing. I don't think that lets you dig furrows. It might. But yeah, I remember early on, I was like, ooh, this is a trowel. And then I was like, oh no, it's just for pottery. You tried tracking one time. You ran around looking for tracks in the same area your traps were catching stuff every night. Not a single track. Yes. So tracks don't work like that. This is why trapping is good and tracking is not. So trapping relies on what biome you're in. You can determine what biome you're in by bringing up your investigate area option. So I'm in an urban area. If I were to walk over here into the woods, it would probably say I'm in some type of wooded area. So when you're trapping, that's the big defining fact. You'll have better, like some animals you can't catch at all in an urban area, and other times they'll just have like a higher trap chance in forest. But what happens when you place traps down, the game is generating animals for you to trap. There's never like a 3D animal getting caught in your traps. It's always the game being like, okay, is it a trapping hour? Yes. Is there bait? Okay. Do we steal the bait? Do we break the trap? Or do you catch something? So the game's just following like a check system. And then if you get lucky and the game's like, you caught something, it just triggers your trap to look like you've caught something. Your bait is gone. And now you have an animal in the trap. There will never be tracks there because there were never any real animals there. Tracking goes around the map. I wonder, this probably isn't in the wiki. Or sorry, this probably isn't in one of our tools, right? I can't pull up animal routes. But from my, like, there are stationary wild animal spawn points. I don't know if they changed it. There used to be one that was always here. Always right over here. So don't know if that's gone or been moved since they updated the Moldra farmhouse. I can't get over it. And this one looks nice. I just missed my old friend. I feel like over here I always see deer kind of on this road, so that one probably hasn't changed. And then Doe Valley. I feel like I always see deer around this area. So those spawns are the same, and they're basically the same on every map. So if you slowly just start to pay attention to where you see rabbit and deer in one playthrough, they'll most likely be there in another playthrough. That's how you track. You just slowly memorize as a player all the places you've seen animals, and you've done it. You're now a supreme tracker. It rolls the dice every hour on the hour, yes, except for rabbit traps, which bait 7 to 5. So 7 p.m. to 5 a.m. Otherwise, you can't trap for anything. You can lose bait and your trap can break, though. There is that. Wonder what the benefits are for getting tracking 10. I do think none. I wouldn't know. Tracking 10 will be the very last skill we get on this character. I might even leave it undone. You can call the run incomplete if you want to. The skill is incomplete. Right, well, I guess we're not going out to fight. I guess today is going to be a home day. It looks like torrential rain. Does it matter how many tiles away traps are? Yes. They need to be at least 70 tiles away. I think 75 is the number I normally aim for. And that's like 75 tiles away from where you're going to be in the evening to early morning. So I normally, wherever I'm going to sleep, I try to keep my traps near there, but far enough away that I'm not triggering them when I sleep. And then it's also ideal to have your rabbit holding area kind of close to where you're keeping, where you're trapping to. Otherwise, if you're trying to trap rabbits for farming, it's a long run with a rabbit in your hands. All right, I'm going to BRB real quick. So enjoy some DJ Zomtoast. And I'll be back in a little bit. All right, I'm back. The sheep noise, it sounds like a growl to me. The they're bawing. It's just so funny when you unpause it and it's like, the noise is here. What's the playlist? Exclamation point, big mix. We were just listening to Technotronic, Pump Up the Jam. It's always a vibe. There we go. There we go. Okay. What? Are you the one sheep that's not allowed inside? That seems so mean. Alright, let's work on putting stuff away. Maybe the rain will clear up around midday. We can go back out. Oh no, no hiccups. No hiccups. Think she likes the rain. She's like, I'm soaking it in. Yeah, one of the first crafting skills I want to get to level 10 is carpentry. I want to do that simply so that I can start organizing this furniture, start getting things put where they belong. Right now, I'm just shoving more and more things into duffel bags. We have a baseball bat in here. She's not made of sugar. No, definitely not. Sheep could never be. This is already full. This is already full. Sorry, Boonie Hat, you also go in here. Dirty leather strips. In you go. I just hear a light bulb die. You realize today you could pick up rain barrels without a chance of breaking them? Is that new? Yes, that is new. Love the change. Love the change. I think it's a great idea. Also, it helps balance the rain barrels to the amphora. The amphora is still the best rain catcher to build because you can move it when it has a little bit of water in it, unlike the rain barrels. What did I just learn? What did I learn? I right-clicked to place. What am I learning? What have I learned? What up, Bucci? I put you on the wall. You missed it. You're right over there. Sorry. Sorry, this perspective is sending me. Look how tiny my hand looks. Look how big my head is. And look how teeny tiny. Look how teeny tiny my arm looks. Hello. I am the most biggest headed lady ever. And these are my tiny hands. Sorry.
Put your hands together, and I'll mark us with a special sign.
That's one of those things that's gonna give me too much joy. I don't know why tiny hand, big head me is so funny, but it is. Actual Dave with the prime. Please pick here. I got your colors. I got the colors. That's a nice looking stack. All right, we got brown, we got dark red, we got dark pink, orange, dark yellow, yellow, dark green, forest green. Nope, sorry, no green, green. No green, green. Dark blue, blue, and purple. Those are your choices. Dark pink is good. It shall be yours. T-Rex toast win. I can't. It's in the opposite direction. I guess I'd have to stand further back and then stick my arms out towards the camera. I could maybe achieve that. You can't find big animals to kill, hunt. That's because there are no big animals to kill and hunt. Someone, not in my chat, in someone else's chat, someone said that a buck will give a large hide now. I don't know if that's accurate. I need to see it to believe it. But as far as I know, the only thing you can get large hide from are cows. Cows are not wild. Therefore, if you're doing a wilderness run, there is no possible way to get large leather. There's just no way. Actual Dave, you've been marked with an actual sign. It's a symbol of our friendship, and now you shall go on the wall. Oh, you can get medium hide. Are you thinking of bellows? So bellows just need medium leather. You can get medium leather by cutting up large leather, but you can just kill deer, pig, sheep to get medium leather. Right. This stuff is tailoring stuff. What if I never leave this place? What if I just stay here? I kind of love it. I kind of love the idea of turning our little spawn town, our little spawn house into my ultimate mega base. We definitely have other bases, but I don't know. This one's just special. We started here. Just tried dilled garlic cloves. And they're fucking amazing. Focus was right. Pickle everything. I mean, that is true. I agree. Vegetables that are pickled taste better. It's a pickle. Home is where the generator is. I think I like that. Didn't really have a lot of stuff to put away. We're gonna be done with this super fast. Which gives us opportunity to do more things. Now, I did want you to make shivs. That shouldn't take too long. Oh, hello. Hello, Miss Cat. Good morning from the Philippines. Good morning. Good afternoon. Happy time zone. Why do I have 2 extinguishers? I guess it's not the worst thing to leave an extinguisher in your car. Yes? I filled up your food earlier. It's not outside time. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's not. Shall I give you a bath? Nothing like washing yourself during a thunderstorm by a giant metal container. Do you have a loadout for your car's glove box? Like set items you always have, or is it just random? I do have a loadout. Like always, my kit is like a work in progress and a little bit customized to where I currently am at in the game. I've got some spare batteries in here. I always try to have a mining tool with me. Another respirator in case things get, like, I have one. I had one. Am I wearing it? All right, well, now I need to go find that. I wonder if it accidentally got put inside of something. Normally I would have, this is a backup respirator in case I run into a situation like this where I don't have a respirator. I can grab it from in here, or say my respirator gets knocked off of me when I'm out fighting. I think having a backup respirator is good. Just in case you lose yours, it runs out of filters, so I keep an extra filter in here. I keep an extra knife because there are so many crafts you can't do unless you have like a knife or a sharp stone. I got a hose for siphoning gas, a pillow if I want to sleep in the car, and a welder's mask plus some welder's torches. That way, if I see a car wreck or there's a car wreck in the road, I can just dismantle it right away. Don't have to plan a separate trip out for it. That's what's in my car glove box. You could also do food. I tend to have food on my character, so I don't feel compelled to leave a bunch of food in my glove box. Another thing you could do is maybe bring water. Like if I was planning on going on long trips and I wasn't planning on returning to a base every night, I would definitely consider food and water just as backups. But since I'm coming home all the time, I don't really feel the need of food and water in there. Like I said, I keep backup food and backup water on my character. Yours ends up being food, water, and weapons. I keep weapons in my trunk, mainly. All right, I want to see where your skills are. Let's maybe do a tiny bit of skilling today. I could work on carpentry. We could work on carving. That would actually be really nice if I worked on some carving. I don't have napping 1, so I've been kind of ignoring it. You know what? It looks like I should read mechanics 2 and tailoring 2. So I think that's actually what I'm going to spend my time doing if I have those. Okay, there's tailoring 2. I must have mechanics. Is it... Do I not have mechanics 2? Oh, look, there's my respirator. Oh, when I took my stuff off, I guess I thought I put it in the bag, but it looks like I put it on the floor. And I really don't have mechanics too? Alright, well, let's read tailoring 2. Fit check. We are wearing satin summer dress, satin negligee. We've got a scarf. Don't really need it. I mean, I guess it's getting a little cold now. We have the ice hockey gloves because of their protection. Rubber boots. Beautiful summer hat. That's basically it. That's all we're rocking. I do have elbow pads to change into. Right. And you're good weight. Now we just speed up time. I could have you work out a whole bunch. Do I want to do that? Do I want to have you do a whole bunch of burpees today? Kinda want you to. I have plenty of flint. I'm ready to nap. I've been storing like every piece of flint I've found. All right. So this is another thing I want to test. Apparently, even just the smallest amount of alcohol inside of our mixture should get rid of pain. Let's do it. It doesn't matter 10 milliliters or in a bottle of water. I didn't see the short. This is just common. This is common knowledge, But I don't know if this will work. I've done this a tiny bit of alcohol microdose. I don't know if the water and alcohol will work. We'll see. Remember that scene in Big Daddy where he lets the little kid dress herself? No, I've never seen Big Daddy. One of the few Sandler movies I skipped. All right, back to burpees. You're gonna read and then you're gonna burp. You're gonna read and burp. That's what today's plan is. Ideally, I'd be doing burpees every day during the middle part of the day. I just never, it doesn't really feel like I have time when I'm out fighting to do that. Do that safely. Right? You're not in pain enough to need the alcohol yet. So keep doing your sit and read. I don't think you can auto drink anymore. It has to be 100% water for you to auto drink. You used to be able to do alcohol, milk, and water for like an easy auto drink as long as it was 50%, 51% water, you would auto drink it. But they changed that a while back. The devs, I think they specifically said it was not their intention for you to be able to sate your needs, all of your needs through auto drinking. Are guns viable in Build 42? Yes, guns are insane. There's so many and they're so easy to use. There's tons of guns and tons of ammo in apocalypse settings. And basically, even at low level aiming skill, you kill. And you can also, if you take like the right career, the right traits, you can start out and just get super boosted XP. Guns are great. The term is battle milk. All kinds of guns, just never any ammo. If you're playing on Apocalypse, there's so many. Not fight milk. There's plenty of names for it. And now it's gone. Gone forever. I mean, you can still make it, you just won't auto drink it. So there's still value. Value to be had. Big fan of the gardens you've been finding. Got one with 30 pumpkins, so you're set for a while. Yes, tons of water sources, tons of rain barrels, tons of gardens, tons of free food just out there waiting for your character to harvest it. Just remembering the Always Sunny episode where they were putting crow's eggs in protein drinks. I remember. That's what I always thought of the fight milk too. Right. Apparently severe pain is not enough pain to stop you from working out. You stopped using the gardens. They are too overpowered on start. I mean, they're not that overpowered. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't, like, is going to a grocery store overpowered? I refuse to go into any grocery stores. There's just too much food waiting for me to grab there. I mean, I guess if you play low loot starts, like if you're craving a low loot start playthrough, then I would understand. Because if you change your settings to make it so there's hardly any loot, there are still going to be giant fields of produce for you. So I understand it. If that's how you normally play, totally get it. But on Apocalypse, feeding yourself is like not hard. And I do think the gardens can be kind of like a trap early on. Like you could be spending too much of your time harvesting crops, trying to preserve your crops. Could be a real drain on you. It could be a drain on, like, you know, oh, you saved all these crops. I'm a new player. I have fridges and fridges and freezers full of crops. Oh no, my power went out and now I'm shit out of luck. Preserving crops is super easy. Trap with them. Yeah, that's what I did. That's what I did. But that's not like a new, that's like an advanced an advanced technique. Not every new player is going to be like harvest 60 cabbage and then be like, okay, I need to convert this into rabbit. And they're not going to have the knowledge to, you know, start building traps or even trapping. I mean, do I need to show off my hundreds of stale food? Is this all? Oh my gosh, we used almost all of it. See, this is how much extra food I have. Look at all this rotten rodent meat. This is all the meat I got from butchering raccoons that eventually went bad because I didn't have power for like 2 weeks. Met grown-ass people that still need Velcro shoes IRL. I mean, I just think most players generally avoid the early stage survival skills. The meat can compost. It's just the compost bins are not big. So mine were overflowing with all of the free compost I got. Is trapping better than fishing? Yes. Trapping takes less time to feed yourself with. But fishing is really good. Fishing is really good. I would argue that trapping is better. Specifically because I can feed myself with trapping. Level 0 trapping. Level 1 trapping, I definitely am going to have no problems trapping enough food to feed myself. Fishing? You are not really going to be feeding yourself until level, like, if I'm being generous, if I'm being really generous, and this would require a shit ton of fishing, level 4. And then that is also dependent on being able to fish big water, deep water. So I feel like you're more restricted on where you can fish to get food. Like I ran into the issue here. This pond has no deep water fishing in it. So it can be kind of like a wrench finding the deep water fishing. But in multiplayer, fishing is outperforming our rabbit trapping, but everyone is ignoring the rabbits. Spending all their time fishing when we could just be mass producing traps and have enough food for everybody, but it's all right. It's fine. If people like fishing instead of foraging for crops and then baiting 500 rabbit traps and creating a rabbit army in like 2 days, I guess I'll let everyone fish. Rhett, is it ignoring the rabbits? He's letting them out. I saw rabbits and a cow, and the worst cow, the Angus cow, the cow that will surely die, a cow that's probably already dead. But fishing is good. Like when you get to fishing, the later stage of fishing, especially getting towards end game fishing where you're like 7+, if you can hit the deep water fishing, you will have more food than you could ever need on like a single character. You need trapping 1 so you can make traps? Yes. But you can also, like, if you're playing under normal circumstances, you can start out with 0 trapping. Just make sure you watch the only trapping show that airs on Survival Exposure. You'll get your level 1 trapping. You should learn the snare trap recipe, and you'll be trapping right away. If you're in, like, a situation where power is off at the start, I still think it's very possible to start with 0 trapping. You just need to forage a trap, find a trap on the map. There are some place down traps. Or forage or find the magazine that teaches the trapping recipe. If you have the snare trapping magazine, you can make snare traps even without having level 1 trapping because you can hold the magazine in your inventory and use it like a blueprint. Oh my gosh, you're in agony. Okay, so you can't work out, so let's try it. Can I not drink this? Wait, stop. Why can't I drink you? Is it because I'm not thirsty? Here, let me take this away. And I guess I'll wait to see if you get thirsty. What up, Simcopter? Hope all is well. Right. Can't believe I don't have mechanics too. That's blowing my mind. I guess you still have glass making to read. Oh, and then look at all these magazines you haven't read. All right, I guess I can read through those. Having a good day? So far, so good. We had one technical difficulty crash earlier, but I didn't die. And that's what I care about. Another light bulb bit the dust. I heard it, the explosion. Riverside Apocalypse started 42.20 in middle of September and already fishing 7. Living is easy in Riverside. Are fishing nets any good? They're decent. And if you chum them, you can get some small fish. I wouldn't waste my chum on a fishing trap. I think they're good for providing like extra things. So the issue with fish is that they're very low hunger, very high calorie. So there are situations you can get in if you're only eating fish in Project Zomboid, where your character might be hungry, but they also might already have an up arrow. And you're trying to kind of like balance the situation where your character's gaining more weight than you want them to. So that's where fishing traps can really help out. They'll just they'll give you like little bits, which will be lower calorie and higher hunger reduction, just to kind of bulk up your salads or your whatever you're making with your cooked fish. All right, I still can't drink. Still can't drink this. I feel like that's very weird. I feel like I should be able to drink it. Like the hat, should you like the stream? You should. I feel like I probably left mechanics too, yeah, at the gas station repair place. I'm assuming I've seen it and then I just neglected to pick it up, thinking I must have already had it. Also, I want you to read these. Wait, you're not auto drinking this. That's right. You shouldn't auto drink this. Hearty appetite, you have to forage. Yeah, it's really not hard getting extra little bits to eat for your hunger. That is just another downside to fish that rabbits aren't as bad with. Rabbit farm, the most superior. This TV screen behind you is too small. It's a good one. It's my first flat screen ever. All right. You must be thirsty. Still can't drink this. Ooh, I should have had you smoke. Don't have a bad nightmare. Wow, sleep all day. Okay, I'm assuming this is messed up. All right, let's try the exactly... Here, let me try a few things. Let's fill it up with some water and then just make sure we can drink from it. You can't force yourself to drink until you have the moodle. I mean, I can drink a little bit of this vodka. I can drink a little bit of this vodka right now and I don't have the moodle. Glad the tooltip was up. It's weird though, she's not drinking at all. Like, she hasn't drunk since yesterday. I thought she would immediately drink some of this. This is exactly 1 liter. Okay. Disable auto drink. That's what I came here for. All right. Requires further investigation. You were wearing a canteen? I took my canteen off well before last night. Like, well before yesterday evening. So she hasn't drunk. Even when I brought this canteen into my inventory, it was at 1 liter and it stayed at 1 liter. So she has not auto drunk in a while. And I just disabled auto drinking. Alright, we're gonna go check out to see if there's a book here. And I have, this is low thirst. I have low thirst, so I'm like, why? She should want to drink. She should be getting thirsty. But we haven't been running around or getting hot and sweaty, so maybe it's just because her lifestyle is so chill. I do take high thirst. Take high thirst. Nah, this is my quality of life build. Alright. Here to see if we had a secret mechanics 2 book hanging out. Oh, look. Well, see, it says I have mechanics 2. You're grayed out. I feel like I must have had it and it just ended up somewhere. Alright, good. Gotta get your sleeping long johns. I do. I think this is... I do think I have long johns ready and waiting. Okay. I want to get out. Exactly 10 milliliters. Okay, I can drink the bowl of water. So are you, Okay, so I can drink now. I can drink now. I'm thirsty enough to drink. All right. We're going to add 10 milliliters. Of vodka to this mixture. All right, and let's get you in like severe pain. Another burpee day. No, your pain got better after doing an hour of burpees. That's not what I wanted. Rafiuski, grats on the 3-stream streak. Work was terrible. How's Zomboid? I didn't die. That's such like a meme thing to say. But it's like, it's a good day. I didn't die. Game crashed with a siren on while I was surrounded by, I don't know, give or take 10 zombies. And the crash didn't kill us. I was so worried I'd come back and it would just be like, your character died off screen. You haven't been able to see it, but look how high that regularity is coming. With burpees. Skill check. Getting close. Almost fitness. Almost fitness 4. Almost 7,000 XP out of 9,000 XP. And we are adding a tiny bit. Almost a third of the way there to level 6 strength. Right, back to reading. You came from YouTube. I appreciate that. Please feel free to watch on whatever platform is most convenient for you. I haven't played with high/low thirst or hardy/low appetite for so long that any combos of those would annoy you because of different. I really don't mind hardy appetite. Like hardy appetite doesn't really translate to needing more calories. It just means your character is going to get the hungry moodle more often, which does normally force you into eating more calories. But I mean, you could also eat super low calorie food to deal with your hunger moodle. But you also get like it's 4 points, right? Hardy appetite. So if you're looking like of the 4-point negative traits, I think hardy appetite is a really chill one to deal with. You will have to deal with it forever, but it's like, oh, okay, I just eat a little more of the shit that I forage. I eat a little more of this terrible beef. Finding out you were a side character all along would be the worst way to die. Always take watermelon slices. Those are nice. Good hydration. I think we might max out regularity for burpees. So funny. Where is your pain moodle? Pain moodle is gone. Claire turned me into a hardy appetite truther. I've never minded micromanaging thirst and hunger in PZ. To me, I mean, I will say low thirst is very nice. But even playing with like a high thirst character, it's just like, okay, I'm sacrificing a little bit of carrying capacity to always make sure I have extra water. I think like food and water are way easier to deal with than smoker, potentially. Or fear of blood. I used to take fear of blood. But it's too much. It's too much in its current iteration. It's so punishing. Your character hates all bloody things, so everything is very bloody in the apocalypse. You actually enjoy dealing with Smoker? In the right circumstances, I think I like Smoker. Like in Apocalypse, I think Smoker is fun. I don't know, even in like a wilderness playthrough, I could see... Smoker provides an extra layer of challenge. its negatives aren't super painful, except for the waking up constantly due to nightmares. That one's really bad. The coughing is fine. Even the agitation of not smoking is fine. The waking up repeatedly from nightmares, from nicotine withdrawal nightmares, that is the most annoying part about smoker. Yes, please. But if you smoke before you go to bed every night, that really cuts back on the chance of nightmares. Okay, I think that was the issue why I couldn't drink. I think low thirst was just not allowing me to drink at all. All right, and I think I've done like 4 hours of standing, so I'm gonna sit. I deserve to sit. Time to shrink. Like smoker back when you could get cigs from zombies. I mean, I got so much chewing tobacco from the farmer zombies. You just gotta fight the right zombies. Trailer park zombies and farmer zombies if you have a nicotine addiction in PZ. Right, making sure none of the cables get pinched. Run hardy appetite and fast metabolism. That's a good combo, especially if you're taking fast metabolism and you're not great at remembering to eat. That can help just kind of force you into eating all the time. Can you turn the dried tobacco crop into tea? No. You can shred it and then you can smoke it in a pipe or rolling papers. Okay, well, I can't really test you out. Also, yeah, I can't really test you out. Leave you here. Think tobacco tea would make someone throw up? Yes, that would be very disgusting. People are thinking about it from the drink min-max point of view is what I'm assuming. They're like, if you could make a tobacco tea, then you could mix alcohol, tobacco juice, milk, and water, and you'd be able to satiate all of your carnal needs. I think that's the idea behind it. Soak your cig butts in water. Does the game allow you to smoke using an empty soda can? Yes, you can turn an empty soda can into a pipe. You can also carve a wooden pipe if you want to be fancier. I don't think there are glass pipes. Being the only one in a multiplayer base with organized tortures people, they start leaving piles for you to clean up. Yes. I accept that. I went without organized for a really, really long time. And now I just like it. I just always try to get organized. I'm just used to it. Like, I'm used to my keyring having 2 capacity. I'm used to, like, my fanny pack and my Alice belt and suspenders having more capacity. I might on when I run a multiplayer server, I might force everyone to take organized. Everyone just starts out with -4 points and organized. Just so we're all on the same page. Look, it's better than what I was contemplating doing, which is forcing everyone to start with disorganized. Oh, have a good one. Enjoy your stream, Insomniac. Clean storage tyrant. Look, I'm just helping you help yourself. And if I don't force, like, I don't mind if you don't take organized in a multiplayer server, but if you're taking disorganized, you are the problem. You are the problem. It's your fault. You're the reason why I'm going to force everyone to take organized. Just be done with it. Everyone taking organized ain't going to help with the chunk rot. That is true. Well, if as a society we get chunk rot, then I make everyone disorganized and I punish them. Then the plague of disorganization will come to one and all, and you will all soon be disorganized as punishment for not taking care of the chunk rot. In Australia, they banned smoking in prison and the inmates started making tea with nicotine patches. They still do. At least one person ended up in a coma. Oh my gosh. Just let them smoke. Just let them smoke at that point. Nick Patch tea murders people. Write that down. All right, well, you have achieved max regularity burpees and squats. I'm very proud of you. All right, let's go check on the animals. You haven't been locked in place by me fast forwarding right next to you, and you've been eating and drinking properly. Ooh, animal care level up. Ready for milking? September. Okay, so September is sheep breeding season.
It's like a reward.
A little big. It's so cute. Are straw hats meta? I always see you wearing them. When it comes to fashion, they're meta. No, I just like them. I just like the straw hats. I think they look cool. I could feed you a story that when you wear a big hat, it's easier to see your character when you're fighting with other zombies, especially on large populations. Or in multiplayer, having a hat is a nice distinguishing characteristic. But they don't provide any real gameplay advantage. What do you do once you reach max regularity? Reaching max regularity means I'll get less muscle strain, and it'll be for a shorter amount of time. So that's the benefit of reaching max regularity. Wow. Okay, I need to build an amphora. I need to build an amphora to milk you all. Right, did you kick the bucket? No. And will you, oh, I'm animal care 4? I'm just always impressed that we have skills. Power of reading is made me get so many skills. We need to read the next animal care. So I need 5 liters of milk to make a stick of butter. Alright, definitely feels like the Frisian sheep are giving way more milk. The straight on angle with a giant hat does look like Claire with her stingray hat, so it works. I know, I really like this outfit. It kind of just came together. It was cuter. Ugh, it was cuter when we didn't have such ugly backpacks and military gear on us. We just had our cute little fanny pack. But I don't know, the blue hat, the blue boots, when we had the blue fanny pack, I felt we were really styling. And I still want to go spears. Still putting most of my effort into short blade right now while I'm still weak. But I'll be happy to upgrade. Upgrade to spears eventually. Also, good sir, rammable. In 3 days, all... Because, yeah, we're... Oh, it's the 5th now. But you did such good work. You got everyone pregnant so fast. You did your one job and you did it well. You get to live. You won't be replaced by the other ram. Alright, let's let you have a smoke before bed. Then hopefully... How did you get dirty? Did I not just wash you? Why is there like a streak of mud on you already? Did I not just like wash you and then walk you home and we did nothing? Ooh, okay. Ooh, can I... Are you gonna be thirsty? No, you're not thirsty. Alright, so... I can't try it. Can't try it. Well, I would say if you are running a low thirst character, that this method is not really going to work for you unless you're being really finicky with your alcohol or with your water consumption. You definitely want to disable auto drink so you could make sure by the time you go to bed you're a little bit thirsty. So there are ways around this, but given how much alcohol is in the world, I think it's probably... Unless you're severely limited, I think it would just be better to pour 10 milliliters of alcohol into a drinking container and then you just stop yourself from drinking all of it. Maybe that's a rat race technique when you forage one, you know, one bottle of alcohol and you're like, okay, I need to try to make this last an entire in-game year now. When the outfit doesn't match up, but the stats are too good to pass. I know. I have an Englehead flashlight. The Alice Belton suspenders are just too good now. Did I not drink any? Did I cancel it too fat? Too soon? Oh no, you drank some of it. Enough that you can go to sleep. I was thinking about the fish versus rabbit debate and have decided fish are superior because I don't have to become a rabbit killing monster. Okay, so you care more about rabbits than you do about fish? How's that? How's that fair to the fish? Ooh, I never made shivs. Let's make some shivs. In an ideal world where crafting trees are legitimate, rabbit farming ties into tailoring and carving. Rabbits give bones. They give bones, they give hide, they give meat. Rabbits are the most superior way to feed yourself. Adoralyn, congrats on the 40 stream streak. Fishing, and it's a little annoying, right? Because even when you're high level fishing, you can still get plastic, you can still get trash, right? You can get plastic bottles, you can get broken fishing nets. But I mean, it is a good source of wire. And you know what's great to use your wire on? Rabbit traps. Fishing can be fun. Fishing is good. I like to meme on fishing, but fishing is good. It's arguably one of the best ways to feed yourself. And it's definitely proving itself on the multiplayer. Fishing is dominating in terms of our food production right now. So that's another good thing to say about fishing. Can't believe we have the stinky face. This is the first time I've ever seen this key ring. Stinky face key ring. Why do we have 2 IDs in your wallet? Oh, Princess South. I forgot. That's your identity now, Princess South. Is it okay to make stone knives with stone blades? We gather after leveling up napping? No. So this right here, this napped stone blade at level 1 is like, it's a really shitty stone blade. Like you could if you had, I guess, like, you can always do what you want to do, but I think this would be a waste of flint. Like, I would only make this if I was trying to get to level 2 to make this. And then as soon as I could make this, I would start making this. The stone blade scythe. The knives you make from here are really terrible. They break super easily. And if you want to use them for carving, I feel like this knife is worse than just using a flint flake for carving. Like carving just using a flint. I don't want them to change it, but it's kind of ridiculous all of the things you can carve with a flint flake. Like I understand like carving handles, okay. But I shouldn't be able to carve something complex like a spoon with a flint flake. Like I should be forced to make a stone knife. Say like what else is ridiculous that I can like a pipe? I shouldn't be able to carve a pipe with a flint flake. Like this should again, it should only be a knife. Same thing with the fork. I know. I feel like almost all of the higher level carving stuff. And then the smaller things you should not be able to do with a flint flake. But until then, the flint flake is like the best thing for carving. It takes very slow durability loss. And if you stop it, you can still nap that durability loss piece of flint. So before it breaks, if you catch it being low durability, you can just change it. Okay, we gotta make food, we gotta fill up water bottles, and then there's still probably some zombies out and about, but I think I'm just gonna start looting. I've killed most of them. And I think it's time to start clearing through some buildings. We're not going to do a crazy thorough looting. I'm just going to be focusing on items I need. Items I need, like new skill books, tools that I don't have. Maybe super rare, fun items like guns or rare weapons or outfits. But I really want to get to Carpentry 10 so I can start like actually decorating and designing a base. So that way I can pick stuff up, put them back down, move them over without the chance of breaking them. Uh-oh. But this I need. A new adventure to the same place. I haven't looted any of the buildings in Riverside yet. I mean, we've kind of like walked around a few, but I really haven't gone into any of the houses or anything. I need to be careful not to fall. I have heard that there are quite a few death traps coming upstairs and the like in build 42.20, specifically in Riverside, so I need to be very careful that I don't fall to my death. You have 30 stone blades? That's fine. That's fine. Like, they're still good. You can use them. And you can use them for carving. You can use them for cooking. I mean, if you're a short blade, you can use them for fighting, and those 30 stone blades will be gone in like 2 days. Just break 15 a day. At the end of the day, flint is relatively cheap. Just walk up and down a road foraging for stones, and you'll get plenty of flint. It was just a sneeze. You don't need to scream about it. Is my beef ready? Yes, my beef is ready. School and boat club time. Wait, are those on the eastern side of the river? Because that's all I'm looting. I still haven't cleared the western side, so we're gonna be going through the eastern side. Oh, I thought I turned you off. Oh, because I didn't take you out. You're still cooking. Dang. Go down. Go down. Don't burn. I hate everything but antique ovens. Oh my god, you burnt even when I put you in the fridge to try to cool you down immediately. Feel my eyes rolling into the back of my head. Oh, really? Oh, really? You burnt that quickly. You took forever to cook, and then just leaving you in the oven after you finished cooking was enough to burn you. Be careful in Riverside. Guy you were watching the other day went in one of those big houses in Riverside and found a hidden door in a basement. There's a morgue table and an obvious grave in the floor. Scary. I wonder if that's a randomized basement or a guaranteed one. You said in Rosewood? That sounds like a guaranteed one. I think I know what spot you're talking about. Yeah, Indie Stone has added a lot more murder. They baked it in. The cultists. I don't know, the cannibals out in the woods. Like, I still have questions about this spot. Is this just a stage? Is this just a movie set? Blood and skin and a cage and creepy skulls. Also, burned trees, dead trees. What evil plague is here tainting the soil? Which I guess kind of makes sense because there are supposed to be cannibals within like 2 weeks of the apocalypse. So if you're going cannibal 2 weeks into the apocalypse, you were cannibal before the apocalypse. And the apocalypse is just your excuse to actually practice your cannibalism, but you were a cannibal. It's like the Walking Dead in the Walking Dead Telltale game. I think it's like Act 2. Like basically just a few weeks. Just a few weeks into the apocalypse, maybe 1 or 2 months. You meet a group of farm people who are cannibals and who have been cannibals for quite some time. And it's like the apocalypse, like I could understand if it's been a year into the apocalypse. It's like, all right, I guess you're doing what you feel like you have to do. But when it's just a few weeks, it's like, no, you're choosing this. This is a lifestyle choice. You crave the meat. Oh my gosh, look how fast it's burning. Get it out of there. Day one cannibals. Gotta eat that human flesh before it gets infected. Well, in The Walking Dead, everyone already is infected, so that's why they had to keep the people alive. Which I don't really know how that logic works. It's like you're alive and then I cut off your leg. So is the leg becoming infected because the leg is dead? What are the lore implications of that? I forgot. Let's make. I want to make the amphora. All right, clay is here. Once laws are removed, you'd be surprised how humans would act left to their own devices. Yes, now I can finally shoot jaywalkers in the face. Well, that worked out. You guys have so much water now. Very happy about that. Right, you gave 0.9. You are a Frisian. This is... Okay, you're Rambouillet. Alright, let's milk you. You beat 0.9. No, you gave 0.4. You're another Frisian. Alright, and you gave quite a bit. You gave like 1.1. Alright, I'll probably collect maybe 1 amphora's worth of milk. As far as I can tell, and as far as other people who have looked at the code can tell, there is nothing wrong with not milking your animals. So once I max out on animal care and once I get an amphora full of milk, I doubt I'll continue to milk animals. Car, you have 70%. 73% engine quality. Why are you taking so long to start? Ooh, wait, before I go, let me grab an axe. It's been an issue I've been running into. I have no axes, so then it makes it difficult to break into things. Do I have an axe in my toolbox? No, I also don't have a crowbar. Let me get a crowbar. There's certain furniture that can only be picked up with a crowbar. Let's get those two things. Crowbar? I don't feel like I have a good axe. I think that's one of my issues. Yeah, I have like a hatchet. I don't have any real axes. But a hatchet will do for now. Any rabbit deaths? No. I just need to remove the water, and then only the strongest will survive. This is a bit random, but to anyone using the new and popular Scully's Zombie Collision, for some reason, after its last update, it's disabling player models such as Tombs and Spongie's improvements. Ooh, glad you figured it out. The thing with The Walking Dead is more like the saliva makes the virus complete stronger and ends up enforcing death by fever. So yeah, cutting a bitten leg would be bad dead meat. I mean, if you weren't bitten though, you weren't bitten and you got your leg cut off. Like, I feel like the virus is still in the meat, but I guess it would stay more human and less zombie. But I mean, we need to do the experiments. We need a Mads. Where did you come from? See, there's always going to be one straggler somewhere in the woods waiting for the siren. Why did the Nox virus spread so far? I mean, we don't really know. It's airborne is one of the things. So the Nox virus is airborne. I think the quarantine in the Nox zone wasn't super tight. They didn't think the virus was airborne at first. They thought it was like fluid transfer only. So I think that's one of the reasons why the Nox virus gets super out of hand, because people weren't taking it seriously. They weren't doing their best to quarantine. They were doing the bare minimum. Even like the newspapers say, like, I think the newspapers say something about like LV mayor says LV will remain open. So like, we don't have like a military blockade on this road really. So I guess we were getting some type of traffic from across the river. Like, who knows? But people were flying. I assume it spread the same way COVID spread. Just people didn't realize they were sick, or only thought they were a little sick, and then hopped on an airplane home and then infected everybody. I take the IDs. I take the IDs. I just feel like there's always, like, no matter alarms or not, like, I had the, like, this door is open. The door to this place is open. No matter what I do, zombies are gonna try to thwart me. Because this is where I was the other day and I had the siren going. There were still zombies stuck inside. Fried chicken. Hey, I wanted to check. Can we pick these up? No. I mean, I can't pick up this perfect little butterfly. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Hey, wait, there's no line. There's no line between 5 and 6. You stupid child. Stupid idiot child. How dare you not have consistency in your hopscotch pattern? Out here critiquing a child's hand-drawn apocalypse hopscotch. Ugh. This isn't the quality I expect to see in my hopscotches. It's 56, not 5-6. Well, they really needed to like get it so it would be 6-7. Change it up so that 6 and 7 are together. That's what we need. It was me. Is that a zombie? You assholes. Where were you when the siren was going yesterday? Like, we were just waiting inside. Not killing you in the road. COVID was the best school about how stupid and greedy humans can be, but celebrities sang us a really nice song, right? We got some good celebrity music. Imagine all the people. Imagine them. Oh no, not the Imagine flashbacks. So we got a house in West Point. Little bit of information about the area. Finding a new home in this delightfully compact bungalow in central West Point. Excellent elementary school nearby. A generous garden. And a garage. Make this a place for the whole family? I don't know about that. Where's the garden? What garden? You mean this teeny tiny front yard and this teeny tiny side backyard? Also, where is this mythical garage you're talking about? Because that's a skinny sidewalk. That's not a driveway. What are you doing? You telling lies? On a real estate flyer? Ooh, lots of propane at these places. Okay, exploring time. I mean, I know I'm making a weird face. I'm just confused as to why there's all this stuff in this drawer right here. I guess we'll take a nearly used welding torch. I feel like there's always a use for that. Okay, nothing to read there. Wow, a lot of books. Okay, trapping 2, I don't have. For the collection. Sexy Secrets of the Stars. Why did God let it happen? Big storage area. Okay, we have a saw, a spatula, spare engine parts. Always good to have. Grab those. Also, not super heavy. They just weigh 1. Duct tape, I like to grab 2. Alright, and then we gotta be a little careful. You never know where there could be a zombie just lurking still in here. I'm gonna grab bleach. I'm gonna grab all the bleach I see because I don't think Apocalypse gets rid of blood stains. And we might have to scrub the streets of blood stains. Oh, there were more zombies here? Juliet, wherefore art thou? Right, I think that knocking is coming from over there. Normally I leave the doors, all the doors open from where I've been. That's a starry night. You just have a starry night painting just chilling in here. A replica. I do want to get all the VHS tapes, but I don't have a place to store those right now, so I'm not doing it right now. Why does this have no propane tank? I'll take all this. You've had garage loot upstairs in the bathroom in the kitchen. Welcome to the weird loot of the map update. Is the water transfer still buggy? You have trouble refilling water dispenser bottle with a bucket? I haven't really had any issue with the water transfer system. All right. Butter knife, I'll take for shivs. A whistle. I already have one. Lead pipe? Good weapon. Plastic pipe? Useless, not a weapon. All right. Let's go upstairs and then we'll do the basement. Knox News, July 5th. No end in sight for Knox phone outages. Unusual illness affects residents in Muldra. So this is July 5th, so 2 days before you spawn into the game on July 9th. Or sorry, 4 days before you spawn into the game on July 9th. Knox area, despite or exclusive, Knox has best Independence Day ever. Knox area, despite disruptions of plans caused by the ongoing telephone outage in Knox yesterday, saw thousands of residents hold family barbecues, parties, and fireworks as they celebrated America's 217th birthday together. An elaborate parade of 20 decorated floats passed through Knox on the way to Louisville, with local elementary school student Una Turner portraying Lady Liberty in the lead car, accompanied by brass bands from West Point, Riverside, and Brandenburg playing patriotic tunes. A special event was held at the drag racing circuit near West Point with world-famous racing driver Cruz Dillon among the onlookers, though the champion racer could not be persuaded to go for a drive himself as he didn't want to make the other racers look bad. In the evening, fireworks of red, white, and blue lit up the evening sky, and glasses of lemonade and beer were raised to America and to the memories of the many. Foul smell could be natural process. Ohio River. Joan Delahunt, a local geography teacher, has theorized that the foul smell in the Knox region is emanating from the Ohio River and may be caused by an invading algae taking root in parts of the river. Delahunt noticed pieces of brown seaweed washed up on the riverbank several days ago. Spate of dog attacks worrisome. Sheriff John Carroll has reminded residents of their responsibility to keep their dogs under control following a spate of attacks on farm animals and residents. Dogs should never roam free, the sheriff said. If they're at home, they should be fenced in or kept indoors so they can't escape. If a dog bites someone, the dog. That's one of my favorite joke theories for the apocalypse is the dog goblin theory. Where the military was doing experiments on dogs. Dogs break free. Dog goblin is here. Right, already read those. Postcard from Hagia Sophia. Take you. I don't want anything else. Postcard of the Forbidden City. I'll take that. Look at a picture. Let's take the sewing kit. A truck full of love for the collection. Not a baby room. Double crayons. Teddy bear. My first ever multicolored pen. Ooh. Ooh. How exciting. Okay, crayons weigh 0.4. So this is definitely a weight upgrade.
Well, I don't know. It's like a reward.
Now, I do want to check.
Someone said that word, and everyone grabbed on the word, so now it's used every 5 seconds. It means absolutely nothing to me. I'm just passing through. I'm gonna die. Who cares about a legacy after that? What a big ego. So I'm gonna die. I want people to think that I'm this, I'm great. No, we're nothing. We're just dead. We're dust. We're absolutely nothing.
No, my legacy is multicolored pen. Multicolored
Thank you so much
pen.
for sharing that. That is something that I have not heard before. Someone say that as an answer.
The ultimate legacy. It worked as it should now. You must have mixed something up with your 3 buckets. Hey, no worries. The fluid transfer system is annoying. So if you run into user error, just know it's not your fault. Okay, so I still, if I want to, you still need an eraser. So you either need a pencil or something. All right, and then we're going into the basement. All right, no zombies behind me. Good. No zombies in front of me. Any zombies down here at all? No, just a completely empty, creepy basement for the super nice, wealthy house. All right. Okay, so now I need Spiffo pencil. And that's one of the few things. We will get a Spiffo pencil this run. Not if, we will. Refried beans, rotten. Oh, already have this one. Cotton balls. I gotta make a bed out of cotton balls. Twine's always useful. Screwdrivers are useful for me. Alright, I'm not going into a basement yet. I know we have zombies upstairs. Nice cats. Someone decided to make lunch on the pool table. What are you doing? I don't need to put anything on the floor. Another screwdriver. Vinegar is another thing to kind of hoard if you want to do canning. Taking spoon for shivs. Oh. Yeah, boxing. Boxing helmet. Yep, that was right there. Move the propane tank. Can you unwind cotton balls for thread? No. But you can stuff a pillow with 10 cotton balls. And make a pillow. And then you need, I can't remember, 4 or 5 pillows to make a mattress. No, there's one zombie tapping. Check fireplaces. They sometimes have cool stuff. Just gotta point out this beautiful arch. This beautiful, beautiful arch in D-Stone. I would love to be able to make an arch like that. Fantastic looking. Philosophical quotes. This is good layering. Any of the baseball things are good layering for when you're cold. I don't think I want... I don't know. Maybe a leather jacket would be nice to have. Okay, bathroom. Dental floss is thread. So if you want cheap thread, low tier thread, that's one for you. All right. Dog Goblin 3. Carlo Crystal Guide. Okay, I've got to write good furniture because this house does have good furniture. Cooking stuff. More cooking stuff. I have a ton of whetstones, so I'm not grabbing the whetstone. Big desk. March Ridge Cold War bunker. Where is it? Tour a future that didn't happen. Just off Adams Road in northern March Ridge. March Ridge sits a fenced area with a small shed and a radio tower. For decades, this was the entrance to a top secret nuclear bunker built to house Fort Knox's military leaders. Built 4 stories underground in 1960 with thick steel doors, the bunker was made to withstand a direct nuclear hit on Fort Knox itself. Space was limited, with beds for only 40 people. It's unlikely the bunker would have survived for long without resupply. Thankfully, Armageddon did not arrive. The bunker was decommissioned in 1991 and is now available for weekend tours. Book ahead on 943-555-7834-7843. Note, tour not suitable for the claustrophobic or young children. Bunker has not been fully checked for asbestos and some forms of poisoning. Waivers must be signed before on entry. I wonder, I haven't been there. Is that place still bad loot? I think that's the lore reason why there isn't a lot of loot there. Because they're like, it's a decommissioned bunker. There is nothing here. Dental floss is thread, but is a shrimp a bug? Yes, it's a water bug. Screwdriver? I mean, I can't say no. Fishing shit? I have to level up fishing eventually. Scarlet Oak Distillery. Scarlet Oak. The world's finest bourbon. Aged to perfection, we've been brewing since 1910. The favorite of workmen and presidents alike. Take a sip and see what makes Scarlet Oak's bourbon the very best. The 1992 North American Brewers Prize, the finest of imports award, and the Elijah Craig Memorial Prize. This needs to say Scarlet Oaks on it. Kentucky bourbon with a bite. Where's your branding? Where's Scarlet Oaks logo on that? Are you not actually making it and just importing it? Oh, okay. Rubber ducky for the collection. All right. You just gotta check the basement and then you are done. Okay, interesting basement. Never know what you're gonna get with a bunch of boxes. All right, and since you're getting full, let's bring out your bag. We can start loading this up with the stuff we find. Still waiting on that sledgehammer. I also kind of like, I see all these rakes. There is an awesome adding a rake head to make a rake head spiked weapon. You can just use a large handle. And this is a really, really decent weapon. Like all the crafted weapons, it takes an annoying amount of stuff. Like I wish it didn't require a wrench, some type of chisel, a hand drill, some type of mallet, and like all this extra stuff. I always just feel like that it's like, God, it's such a hurdle to craft these things. It's almost more time than they're worth. And then I also would have to dismantle. I'd have to dismantle, spend the time dismantling the rakes to get the thing out of them. So it's just like, it's just too much. It's just too much work. All right, and then there was nothing in there. And I don't think they've changed this. I can't pick you up, right? Yes, you have a break chance. All right, and then I want you for my sheep farm. Your instant yearning to grab any and all floodlights is inescapable. Can't put this. There you go. I thought about grabbing the floodlight. Good fern. Good furniture. I really hope I find a sledgehammer. It's the main thing I'm hoping and searching for out here. This little sledge. Alright, so do you prefer that or do you prefer the siren? No zombies in the trees. $250, you've never found a sledge? They're out there. They don't normally show up in house loot. Like, I'll say that. It's been a very, very, very long time since I found a sledge in, like, a garden house. Like a garage or a shed for a house. It's been an incredibly long time. I've been getting some warehouse finds. But vehicles like this, I feel like have had an increased chance to spawn good loot. Like even if like the marked ones that obviously look like work vans because they have some type of branding on them, they have really good loot. But even like the unmarked step vans. So I got to check all of those. Found a sledgehammer head worn in a bakery garbage. Yes, I've gotten lucky and I've had a few garbage sledge finds. Look how cozy. Look how cozy. Look how cozy. Makes you angry and sad how much sense that makes to implement? What? Surprised you don't have sirens in your Friday playlist 6-minute loop? The help siren is fire. How much milk did I get from you? 1.1. Dude, unrealistic. I didn't get a little bit of rainwater in my bucket when I milked my sheep outdoors. This entire bucket of milk isn't tainted by the fact that it's raining. Playable. Manifesting a katana? There's no way. I don't think I'm getting a katana. Allison got a katana. Can't believe Allison got a katana on our frog server. My fishing thing is already full. Okay, I'm gonna put you in a bag and I'll deal with you later. Right. Trapping 2, which, are we already past the need of reading trapping? No, I could still read it. And then mechanics 2. Which actually I feel like I need to read. Glass making in there. Got to get rid of the dental floss. Right. CDs and no room. Right. In here. Duct tape holster. You gotta go somewhere else. New duck color for our bathroom. My idea is to fill up this with a bunch of rubber ducks. Don't know how far we'll get, but I think it'll be cute. Also, I really can't believe it. I set up this whole cat cam. Whole cat cam. Where is the cat? Where is the cat? She's been coming and hanging out every single stream for like weeks and weeks and weeks at this point. And now that I have officially gotten a dedicated cat camera, gone. Never to be seen or heard from again. Nothing even looks like everything is, nothing's even different. It's just there's a camera here now. She knows. Look at that. Doesn't that look nice? That little warm glow by my little animal area. Cat's waiting to negotiate a better contract. I need treats. Need treats. Did you say that's exactly what would happen? I mean, I did. Anytime I ever try to do, like, something special, my cats are always like, it's very much the, oh, I bought you a whole new cat tree or something like that. I got you this whole new cat toy. Oh, you want to play with the trash? You would rather play with the box? You don't want to actually engage with the toy I got you? All right. One thing, 1 hour of squats. Did we get Nimble 2? I feel like I got Nimble 2 recently and I didn't record it, and I should have recorded that. I think it was a few days ago. Smoke. Just found a picture of Casey Joe, which is one of the character voices you can choose. Did not know that was a thing. Yes, there are a couple photos similar to the like Kate's photo. And I imagine that these are going to be the first NPC characters. That the photos that we currently have in game are the most fleshed out. Ooh. Are you running because you got panicked by the smoker cough? All right, go to bed. Guess this is you fully rested. All right, I didn't record when I got Nimble 1. I'm gonna say it was on like the 4th or something. If you know the exact day, the exact date, please leave it in the comments and I will update the map accordingly. Let's get you a bath. I still just think it's so funny that washing myself leads to that, like, 50% loss of water. Okay, you have long johns, but you don't have just the... Okay, you do have long john bottoms, alright. Let's try wearing these. It's not a huge disruption to your look. Slight modification. You need food. It's going to be another all-day rain day. We could definitely do some more crafting. We could do some more organizing, although I'm also tempted to just keep exploring because we'll be inside, so it's not like the weather will really affect us if we're looting indoors. So I think that's still the plan. It took us all day yesterday to loot 2 big houses. All right, and I think I'm going to end it here. The plan was to always just do a kind of shorter, smaller stream. Unfortunately, it seems like it's really short because the stream got interrupted halfway through. But c'est la vie. That's life. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm returning to daily streams. After my day off, so we will have more Zero to Hero Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday some more multiplayer, and then back again to the normal schedule of single player Monday through Friday, and then multiplayer on the weekends. All right, let's see who is up and playing some Project Zomboid. Who can I raid out to? What are the people doing?
Oh, to stay in the loop. Put your notifications on to find out when the zombie apocalypse is happening.
Let's go raid. Let's raid Beaver. Surviving top of the world. Looks like he's doing the top of the world challenge. That's a fun one. Walking around the top, getting zombies to throw themselves down below. Always a good time. And then over on YouTube, who's playing some Project Zomboid? Looks like Insomniac is doing their 1 year apocalypse. Right? So you're all queued up. You found the rotten pizza? I have some underneath my pillow. To remind me always of the danger. Gotta take my rotten pizza with me every base I go to. Home is where the rotten pizza is. But I'm Milquetoast Claire. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight, learning some PZ, enjoying the vibes. Like I said, I'll be back tomorrow with more of this playthrough. And we're doing really good. Skills are ticking up. Our library is ticking up. We've cleared out almost this entire half of zombies. We've got the next half to work on, but these towns are just going to go faster and faster and faster. Whenever I have to start over for a new weapon skill, we'll slow down a little bit. But as we get higher and journey to level 10, and as our fitness and strength also increase, life is just going to be easier and easier for us 1,000 XP away from another fitness level. All right, that's it for me. If you liked the stream, please go ahead and give it a like. And if you enjoyed nearly all 3 hours, why don't you sub? I'll be back tomorrow with